again, back to you from just a few minutes ago. But here we are. Let's talk about some forge burner designs once I get my attire situated here, because I'm not going to be sweating, so I don't need the bandana anymore. So let me show you what my idea is. Right, so this is, Ting said something the other day about cleaning the shop, and he said this would happen. You get aggravated because there's so much junk in the way. I'm not moving that. Liza wanted me to make her some clay, and I made her some clay, and that's what she made me out of it. Anyhow, so this right here is the delivery system. Okay, I have a 90 on it and another 90. I'm trying to slow it down because I'm using a shot vac on the exhaust side, which has got kind of a high CFM. So I'm trying to slow it down a little bit, but I'm not going to change the air delivery system because I have plans to. It's probably going to need that CFM. So that's what I've got right there, is the delivery system. Now, so this is a different idea here. Of course, this will be changed to a bell reducer. This, I believe, is 1.5 inches. That might be 1.25 inches. That is, okay, that's 1.25 inches. Anyhow, I want to bring the gas in here. I don't want to bring it straight in because it will be in line with the air. And so I want it to come in and it instantly be disrupted by air blasting it this way. I want it to come up, catch the T, and I want it to come out and branch off into two burners. Now, I was asking the Bach about his because he has 2 gas valves, and I would like to eliminate 2 gas valves. But my question is, how do you make sure that you get an even burn? Well, this is my idea. So, taking some sheet metal and inserting it probably about halfway with a twist on it. And then on the other half, a twist in the opposite direction. So introducing the fuel back here to here and getting it to twist around and then twist in the opposite direction. Okay, so now we're getting a mixing cycle in there where the gas is actually mixing with the air good. So once it hits this T, it instantly turns into an eddy current going this way and an eddy current going this way, which mixes it even more thoroughly. Coming into another 90 coming up, which is another eddy current, and another 90 coming up, and then essentially a 90 going down into the forge, in which I will be placing 1.5 inch exhaust with some type of a diffuser in there. And that diffuser did not work, did not weld worth a toot. So basically, that's what I'm looking at right here. Now, I need an air shutoff valve, much like this one here, and on the other side, so that I can adjust the airflow through both heads to get them pretty much equalized. And I'm thinking with the fuel being mixed this far back, okay, and being mixed in a circular motion, and then turn around and being shoved back in another direction with a couple of eddy currents there and an eddy current there and there, that I'm hoping that I get a good mixture of air and fuel, and all I will need to do is adjust the air output of the two. So with all that blockage and turning and all that going on, I'm going to need a little bit stronger of a air source, which is why I decided to keep on with the bucket max there. This air valve is barely cracked open whenever I am using the foundry, so I know there should be plenty. There should be plenty. The only other thing I might have to do is increase the orifice tube size, the orifice size of the fuel that's coming in, because I'm running 2 burners. I don't know yet. I'm going to stay with an 035 MIG tip for now, see how it works. I might have to boost that up and go with like a 1/16 inch hole I'm not 100% sure yet. Like I said, this is just going to be a test. I'm not going to do a whole lot of testing on this. I'm ready to get this thing built and running. I still have a long ways to go. I'm not going to dink around with the refractory very much either. I will in a heartbeat buy 2 bags of Castellite 30 for $120 and be done with it, and go ahead and put a castable refractory in there, or get some K.O. wool and rigidizer and stuff like that, or some Satanite, whatever I got to do. I'm not going to dink around with it much longer. I'm ready to get this stuff going, man, because I tell you what, I mentioned it in the other video, it really is an overwhelming, empowering feeling to be able to do this. I'm glad I actually tried it. I'm glad that the other YouTubers were encouraging people, listen, you can do this, you know, you don't have to have a huge anvil, you don't have to have this, and so it's awesome. It's awesome. I thank you guys very much for that. And so that's basically where I'm going with the burner design. I could do like Alex Steele used to do. Of course, he has a ribbon burner now, and have 2 big old stacked atmospheric pressure Venturis blasting straight in. They work well, but I don't want to have to use 15 pounds of pressure on my fuel for 2 lines. I would rather use 5 pounds of pressure at 2.5 coming out on each burner head. So I'm hoping that works. If you guys say no, there's no way in hell that's going to work, please let me know. If you say it might work, or you have a different idea, let me know. But that's currently where I am right now. I would love to go with a ribbon burner. I don't have the patience to build one. My welding skills are not good enough to build one. But I would love to build one. I know that it takes like 1.5 2 inch pipe. I can get that. I can get the air supply. That's not a problem. I just don't have the patience it takes to sit there and try to weld corners and make sure that they're perfect and there's no leakage, and the baffles that go inside of it, because I got these BFFs, these big fat fingers, and trying to get down in there, and yeah, it wouldn't be a good sign. I'd probably beat the thing to an oblivion before I even got it anywhere near finished. If you got any ideas, suggestions, or anything, just let me know. You know, my email will be in the link. My email will be in the description. The description will be in the email. No. The email. Yeah, I said it right. The email will be in my email, not the email. My email will be in the description below. So you can go down and email me with any ideas. Guys, like and subscribe so you can continue to see this build. I think it's going to be an interesting build. I'm loving the idea of seeing exactly what happens as far as, you know, this whole putting the centrifugal baffles in there, or whatever they're called. How I'm going to get them to stay in there. It's just, I don't know. It's going to be fun, but like I said, I'm not going to dink around with it a whole lot. I will, in a heartbeat, order some Frosty T burners, or you know, get a PDF burner build from Roy, and build it to those specs, and in a heartbeat. So anyhow, guys, if you need me, email me, and that's for any reason at all. We might be complete strangers, but you know, life is precious.